Hey folks, welcome to the Judge Timbers channel. I'm riding a real Buddy Holly high right now. I just got back from a trip out west. I met up with my older brother Chris, who taught me the guitar about 50 years ago now, pushing 50 years. And we saw all the Buddy Holly sites. We went to Clovis, New Mexico and visited the Norman Petty studios in Clovis. Saw all the original equipment, walked in the studio, everything, had a private tour. It was fantastic. Then we went to Lubbock, Texas, where Buddy, of course, was born and raised and lived most of his life. You know, we toured the Buddy Holly Museum and all the Buddy Holly sites there. Just an incredible trip. Great time with my older brother. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're watching this. So it's got me in such a Buddy Holly inspired mood. I was already in one. You might have seen I've been posting other lessons knowing the trip was coming. And now I'm going to do a lot more. Just kind of complete Buddy's catalog as much as I can. So I decided to just start, again, riding that high. Haven't played my guitar much, but I thought I'd do a cover of Peggy Sue, a classic Buddy Holly song recorded in the Norman Petty studios in Clovis. So this is a song I've played live many times. It's a great beginner song. It's a great song for, expert guitarists. It's just a fun song to play. I don't think I've ever gotten a bad reception when I've played this song to an audience. So here's my adaptation, my arrangement for Peggy Sue by Buddy Holly. So I'm just going to give you an acoustic lesson here. The guitar is in standard tuning. I'm not using a capo. So we got straight Buddy Holly chords. It's just absolute classic, right? So, you know the introduction, right? So that's just an A major, to a D, to an A, to an E chord. And you repeat that twice. So A, D, A, E. And then we start A, if you knew, D, Peggy Sue, A, to a D, back to A, without D, my Peggy, A, D, A. Now you go to the E, to a D, and then you're back to the A, D, A, E. So that's the verse. Now when it gets further into the song, there's a time where you can hear Buddy playing the A7th, and I just play that with the regular A, and I add the G note, the high G note on the E string at the 3rd fret, right? You could just play an A7th too, but however you want to do it. But other than that, that's the verse. It never changes key. And then the pretty part is just an A again, Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue. And then the classic chord change that everybody talks about, but it goes to an F. Back to A, back to D. My Peggy, A, D, A, will I E, D, Peggy Sue, A, D, A, and then at the end you go E again, with D, Peggy Sue, A, D, and there's kind of a 3 quick strum I think there. So that's really it. That's all you need to play the song by yourself. Now let me just show you, we'll call it the solo. It's really just chords. It's really what I was playing, but Buddy just changes it a little bit. So, let me just play it, and then we'll talk about it real quick, and then we'll call it a day on Peggy Sue. So it starts with the A. So this is the solo, or rhythm solo, we'll call it, a Buddy Holly innovation, I guess. So it's pretty much the verse. It's just Buddy likes to do this. He's just adding a little more to it. So it starts with an A, to a D, back to A. Then you're gonna go D, A, D, A, D, A, D, A, D, A, D. Back to A, D, A, and then same thing back to E, to a D, and then the same A, D, A, back. Peggy Sue, pretty end on that 3. Da-da-da-da. And that's it, folks. That is Peggy Sue by Buddy Holly. Again, a song I played for probably 50 years now. I'm 57, so I was about 7 years old when I started playing guitar, and this is one of the first songs I ever learned. It's a classic. Again, I want to thank my brother Chris for showing me around West Texas and Clovis, New Mexico, and Lubbock, Texas. I dropped a lot of photos and some videos that we took in the studio. Some were taken by my brother, some were taken by me, and whatever. So hopefully you enjoyed those, give you a flavor. I may do a video about the trip. I'm just not sure yet, but I wanted to post this while I'm just feeling so much Buddy Holly in my veins. I'm sure I'm going to do a couple more Buddy Holly songs in the near future. I'll get them on the channel. And of course, we'll have the regular programming, the Beatles. You know, could do a whole video on Buddy Holly's influence on the Beatles and all that, but we'll save that for another time. So thank you, folks. This was just a guitar lesson on Peggy Sue. I appreciate your support. Thank you for listening. I'll see you all soon. Take care.